Hello, children. Children, today in morning I was thinking that from so many days we are discussing theoretical topics. My children must be fed up. Yes or no? You must be tired of discussing theoretical topics. This you are doing with other subject also. And computer is basically the most interesting subject, I guess. Yes or no? You forgot last year when you used to have your computer period, especially the practicals. Before me, you used to come out and form a line. That's not all. And when the period used to get over, you took lot of time to come out of the computer room. And you have got sometimes nice scolding from the subject teachers the next period who used to take. You remember? So I was thinking, let us start with some, interesting practical topics which you are aware of. And even if you have not done before, well, we will revise it. We will start from the beginning. So what is the topic? Yes, you can see on the screen. We will discuss about MS Word 2010. In your book, it is given MS Word 2010. This belongs to Microsoft. This is why we say Microsoft Word. But I will be accessing 2013 because in my laptop I have 2013 version. So basically here you will find only slight changes in the features or look and feel of the window. What they do, children, they every time, every after 6 months or a year, they revise these software. And when they revise, they will work for the look and feel of the windows of these application software. I mean how they look, some extra mine one or two features they will add, but more 99% the accessibility of these softwares are same whether it is 2007, 10 or 13. Slight changes you will find in these softwares. So let us begin with MS Word 2013. Now when we say we are going to discuss about MS Word or Microsoft Word, what is it? First thing, remember MS Word is a part of MS Office. And when can you access it? You can access only if you have Windows operating system in your devices. Correct? Now in MS Office, I told you before also that it is a collection of many application softwares. Yes, to create documents you use MS Word. To do the calculations and analysis of the data you use Excel. Then you check the database by having MS Access. You can create presentations by using PowerPoint. So you can even make your magazines and this by using MS Publisher. So there are so many different types of software are available in MS Office. So we will be discussing about the software which helps a user to create document, and that is called as a tool, that is word processor. Word processor is a tool which helps the user to create documents. After creating, once you have created and you think you want to change certain things, you can change, you can update, you can edit, you can add graphics to it, you can add background color to it, which otherwise in old word processors was not available. Take for example Notepad. If you have desktop or laptop at your house, children, so do one thing: open Notepad and just do these features. Try to access Notepad and try to manipulate the document. As I'm saying, change the color of the font, put some background color, apply a wall, what is that called as watermark, add some table to the document. You will find you are not able to do it because those are the traditional word processor. We are learning about the latest word processor which allows the user to beautify the document, to make the document attractive, to add graphics. Also, it will help you with many different type of features. It makes our work easier. You are typing and you don't have to worry about spellings. You have auto spelling checkers and vocabulary also. It gets enabled, and then you will be typing, the wrong spellings will get automatically correct. Yes, such a wonderful feature. So, when we talk about word processor, is MS Word the only word processor? No, it's not like that. Here we will talk about two different categories. One is the application software for creating documents which are licensed and which are open source. Licensed softwares are those software for which you have to pay and get the services. Like you have Word, yes, and the open source softwares are those softwares where you can download free of cost from the internet. Is it clear? Like OpenOffice, LibreOffice. These are the examples of your open source. One more type of word processor nowadays we have, that is your Google Docs. Now just check in your mobile. Type Google Docs. That is when you are accessing internet and then you want to create documents. Then also you are allowed by Google Docs. Is it clear? This much is clear, children. So the examples we have discussed, and what is a word processor? It is a powerful tool. Remember, children, one line sentence, easy sentence I'm telling you. Word processor is a powerful tool to create documents. It is used to create documents, to type the text, not to create presentations. Is it clear? This much you have understood? Now, as we were discussing about word processor, I have told you few features, but that's not all. There are many features which a word processor has. First is the editing feature. See children, here also two topics we will cover. That is creating a document and editing a document. First, we type the text. When we type the text, that is called as creating a document. So that is a raw document. The first time what you have typed. After typing, you see some spellings are wrong. Sometimes auto spell check also makes a spelling which you don't want. You're writing somebody's name, noun, but it will not understand. It will change it to some word which is inside its dictionary. So you want to change it, or you want to change the font size, you want to change the font color, you want to add some more lines to it or delete some lines. What is that called as? That is called as editing. Is it clear? We edit the document. Once we create, after that we edit. So it has an editing feature also. You can update, you can delete, you can remove, you can do whatever you want with the document. You can save. Now then we have formatting feature. Formatting feature you can see here on the screen also. Even I have formatted. I have applied a background color. Isn't it looking nice? I think it is looking. Then you can see the bullet forms. Tick, tick, tick. Can you see those ticks? Those are the bullet forms I have used. Okay. Then isn't it helping us? These are the points. But these points I can write down number wise also, or in bullet form, dots, tick. There are so many different forms given in your MS Word. Then you see the heading. It is different from the features below which are mentioned. The font size is greater. Yes or no? I have applied bold, italic, all these features. So what is this? This is called as formatting the text. Formatting means once you write and then you want to make the document attractive, you will format it. How do you submit your assignments to your teacher? Recall in 6th and 7th how you have submitted me your computer projects? Huh? So many glitters and pearls and I don't know what. As if I am your drawing teacher, you remember? Wonderful, beautiful assignments you have given us. What did you do? First, you have made the assignment, written the questions and whatever diagram you were asked to do. And then finally, on the front sheet, you have made it attractive by applying some colors, text, style. That is called as formatting, applying border, background color. Correct? Now, about graphics. If you have desktop or laptop, open Notepad. Notepad is the traditional word processor. There, the following things what I am telling you now, you try to do. You try to add table to it. You try to add a picture or an image to it or any clip art. Will you be able to add? No, it is not possible. Whereas with these type of word processors which are very new, they allow the users with so many graphical insertions. You can add charts, you can add table, you can add your shapes. Wonderful way it is provided with to make your document beautiful, or you can say as per your convenience. You want to make a document and there you want flowcharts, you want some pictorial representations, you can do it very well using the graphic features. Even it allows you with the printing feature, because in traditional softwares, if you want to print or preview, you have to click on file tab. Then from file tab, you have to locate print preview or print feature. Here directly you have the print icon. You press on that and it will be printed. You can even preview those things. Then you can view your documents. You can view it by landscape. You don't want landscape, you can check it to portrait form. So landscape form or portrait form, you can view your documents as per your convenience. Then we have discussed about your vocabulary or spell check. Children, when it comes to warping of text, I need to discuss last year's confusion. Children, do you remember in exam we had this question when you were doing Photoshop, what is warping of text? You remember? And somebody said warping and wrapping is same. What did I say? No, children. Warping of text and wrapping of text is two different things. I hope you still remember that. Warping was to distort the text, like we have discussed about hello. You can write down hello in arch form, you can make it go down, or you can just distort the alphabets and make it more attractive. Yes or no? When you want to make a greeting card, there also happy birthday. So you will see H, then you will make A greater than H, then P, then you will make P another again small. Then it will be like in a arc form. Yes or no? So these are the warping. But when we talk about wrapping, now please pay attention. Don't get confused. Children, wrapping of text means that suppose you are starting from the first line. You are typing. When you reach to the margin of the first line, still when you type, automatically Mr. Word application software will take your word and move it to the next line automatically. This you try with Notepad. You keep on typing. Blindly you type here also and blindly you type there also. In Notepad, when you will type, words still here on the screen till this line which is visible to you on screen will be visible to you. You type using Notepad, the words will go inside where it is going, because it is a document area, so it will get exceeded and it will be not deleted but it will be there. You access your scroll bar, so that part will be visible, but you have to shift the screen like this. Whereas in Word you will see you have rulers, you can check the area, you can make your margins. Once it reaches the margin, here also you blindly type. If it comes here, suppose here, see here, my margin is here. So once when I'm typing, it reaches the margin, it will move to the next line. We are not going to bother about that. We will simply be busy typing the text, creating the document. But Mr. WordPad will help us in doing this. MS Word also will help us. We have these features in MS Word and automatically it is going on. We never realize. But then we say wrapping and warping are same. They are not same. Then we will discuss about mail merge. Now, what do you do in mail merge? In sixth class, you had this topic mail merge. Apart from mail merge feature, you remember there are many other features which we have discussed. That was arrow peek, arrow snap. Arrow snap means you have opened 5 6 windows and you want to see all the windows on the screen. So you will take resize the windows and arrange it. That is snapping. That is one more feature. Mail merge we have discussed in class 6. I asked you to create an invitation letter. So when you type a letter, you will write down, Dear Dia, please come to my birthday party and we'll have lots of fun. But here you written Dia. Now if you make the printout, 20 friends you are calling. So all are Dia? No, they are not Dia. Now every time you have to change the name, edit the name and take the printout. Other option is take the help of mail merge. Make one letter and make one list of friends and then merge it. So what will happen? 20 friends in my list and one document. When the printout will come, it will be dear Dia, dear Ria, dear Mia, like that. Have you understood? So that will be merging of text and your list names together. So in the list, not only name, you can add title, you can add the address, you can add other options also are there, or you can create your own source. You will see if you open mail merge option, then OLE feature. OLE feature means object linking and embedding. This I will show you also. What is the meaning? That when you open Word and now you realize, suppose you are making a notice or you are making a letter for one of your friend, okay, and you have made some you can say drawing using MS Paint or any other software you have used. You want that also here, you want to attach it. So this is the object what you have made. You will link that object here. It is embedding. This is called as object linking embedding. This I will tell you now. What is the use of MS Word? What are the things what we do? We have done. You are doing it from primary classes. You can open, you can create, you can save, you can edit, you can preview, and finally you can print. Now, how to open MS Word? That same boring story. Click on Start button. Then from All Programs, locate MS Office 2010, 2007 or 13, whatever you have. Then you will see here, see down arrow option. You click that. What will you get? You will get list of application software which is available in MS Office Suite. And from there, click your favorite application, that is MS Word. What will happen? You will see a window like that. You want to open the recent documents which you have already used, or you want to create a new blank document, you can use that. Further, there are many other see custom windows given to you for different purpose. You can use that also. We prefer blank document, and when you click on blank document, the window will be something like this. See, this is called as an children here, see, this is not covering the entire screen of my window. This is a arrow snap feature. Is it clear? And this is how your MS Word looks. And then what will you do? You will start, your cursor will be blinking here. You start typing. Children, this figure you have to draw. Please draw it. Here I will tell you few things. This I have told you before also. See here. Can you see this floppy icon? Undo and redo. Children, this is called as quick access bar. Here it is a bar. and you have more option. When you click on more option, so more features you can add there. Suppose you most of the time after typing you want to see the preview, you can check from when you click on this more option, you have a preview button. You select that, it will be visible on the quick access bar. This is why it is called as quick access bar. Why? Because quickly, directly you can select the features from there. Take the options. So far, I think you have not used symbol option. So this time I will tell you how to use the symbol option. What you have to do is you will send me some of your chemistry and mathematics questions, and I will tell you how to type those questions, because in some figure you need triangle, you need angles, somewhere you need the symbol of angle, some time in the book you will see the questions with the perpendicular sign. So all these symbols are very much available in MS Word. So that also, while I am creating maths question paper, I need those symbols. So every time I have to click on insert and then click on symbol, better I will attach that symbol option to my quick access bar. See here which tab I have selected. Home tab. Just check, children. This is my tab and this is the related group. Like here, home tab is selected. So related to home tab, all the groups will be provided to you. That means when you are creating a document, what basic features you need. Home tab will provide you with alignment, with word styles, with change of font color, font size, background color. Is it clear? Or it will help you with format painter feature. Then you can find and replace the word. That is during the edit time, whatever you need, or after that also. There are so many basic features which the home tab is going to provide you with. Then if you click on insert tab, related groups of insert tab will be there on the screen. And what are that? You can insert table, insert chart, insert pictures, insert clip arts. You can insert your objects, flowcharts. There are so many things which you can insert. So now we will do the practical of MS Word in the next video. Children, two things you have to do. First, the initial features and what is word processor. Those two things you have to write down and draw this figure. Now let us discuss the components of the window. Now see the first line. Here you have quick access bar. This is your title bar and this is your control button. See here, this is your tab, this is the group, and this is the place where you type application area. Then you have vertical scroll bar and you also have horizontal scroll bar. Apart from that, you have status bar. Status bar will tell you the status of the document. How many words you have typed. You just see when you are typing now, there is a at the bottom right hand side you will see a notebook open, and when you are typing it will show you that it is getting written. When you will press backspace or delete, you will see it in opposite direction. Just try once, it is fun to see that. Okay children, here we will stop, and in the next video we will do practically some documentation word. I will create some documents and you will see with me. Okay, God bless you children. I hope you have liked the session.